Hello and welcome back to another character creation video. My name's Lumin and today we're having a look at the Secrets of Grindea. This is an old school action RPG with co-op support for up to 4 players. Journey through fantastical lands and battle tons of enemies and bosses in your quest for truth, friendship, and above all finding the world's rarest treasures. So yeah, the game really wears what it is on its sleeve and I kind of like that, and I kind of like the art style. And yes, it has a character creation system and that's why this video exists. Let's jump in. Let's have a peek. If you'd like to do a deep dive to discover all there is to discover about the game, you can find some links below, and as always, there will be timestamps. There won't be that many, but there will be some. As we jump in, the way we're going to do this is we're going to look at all the customization options. It's the same for male and female, so while you can switch the gender here, it's going to be the same options on both. Just know that. So we'll jump in, we'll look at all the options here, then we'll jump in and look at some of the extras that are available, and that'll be that. Right, let us begin. We will also throw randomize in there at some point, probably at the end. There will be a timestamp for that. So, you can switch your gender. The male and female characters, they look exactly the same. So what's happening is you can see the male has his fists balled up and his arms are sort of curved inward, while the female has her hands loose, I guess, and she's got her hands out to the side a little bit. It's basically just the way that the character model is standing. You can turn it and have a look, so you can see sort of what the differences are, but it's really mostly the same. So I wouldn't worry too much about that one. It's more so, I think, how people sort of refer to you and react to you in game. So just keep that in mind. Hairstyle. There are some decent choices here. I like the art style of the game. I would describe it as, in terms of pixel art, simple yet satisfying. They have a simplistic art style that they are using quite well for all the customization options available. You can clearly see what the styles look like. You can clearly see the finer details on, as an example, the hairstyles. And it's not cluttered, it's not messy, it's just good. It's a well done pixel art. I've looked at a few games recently that didn't have such great pixel art. And it's a pity, you know, but it is the way that it sometimes pans out. Like oftentimes you have these pixel art games that really do it for you, but sometimes, yeah man, sometimes they take it a step too far. Sometimes they throw too much in there, make it too detailed, and it doesn't pay off. But yeah, there's a lot of cool options here. The hairstyles are nice. They've got a decent spread, decent coverage with what's available. It's nice that you get to turn the character. Games don't always do this. So we're actually going through them twice just so I can show you what they look like from the front and then all the way through. And yeah, combined with the hair colors that are available, I think you should be able to make something relatively nice. That's a nice braid. And I mean, like, if you're looking at the styles available here, they've got the long styles, they've got the short styles, they've got a decent selection of everything, to be honest. It's kind of good. It's kind of good. We're going to pick something straightforward. We'll take this one. Then we'll do the colors. Decent selection of colors here, and they are translating relatively well. You know, you can pick the darker colors and it doesn't sort of blot out all the detail because it's so dark. The lighter colors also look relatively nice. They are not too bright or blinding. Overall, it's just a nice system. They've done well. Really, really well. I'm going to take a boring color for now, just because I don't want to be distracted when I look at my outfits. Skin colors. I got a grounded in reality approach here. There are some decent options, I suppose. You know, you can go pretty light and you can go pretty dark. It's just the warmer dark tones, not the cooler ones. It's a fantasy world that we're jumping into. We don't know what the skin tones are like in this world, so, you know, it's enough options, I think. It's definitely enough. You can do some interesting stuff with those. Then you get to customize your outfit. You can do the scarf, the top, and the pants. The same colors are available for all of these, so you can make matchy-matchy, or you can go colorful and do what you want. It's cool. Let's take something nice and bright like the red. I must say the red isn't actually all that bright. And then the sweater, but it's a nice red. It's a deep red. The sweater is probably the biggest one, most impactful because it covers the most of your character. The pants, well, there's not much actually visible of the pants, but it's still nice to be able to change it. I don't actually know how much your character changes when you put armor and stuff on, so I don't know how impactful a choice this is. Let's take black for this. And our final option is the pants. Here we go. As you can see, it's just that little bit between the torso, the upper body, and the boots. The boots don't actually change when you change the pants. which is fine. It's understandable. But there are some decent colors here, as I mentioned, and you should be able to find what you're looking for. And with that done, we're going to randomize. You can see some of the options in action, with different combinations at least. I think that it looks nice. Honestly, and this is a full randomize. There's no, like, you know, limits on it. You're getting all the skin tones in there, the hair colors in there, the hairstyles in there. It's cool. Yeah. There are some really nice looking characters that you can make here. It's more than enough for a pixel art game. And I mean, like, geez, for like an action RPG, it has sort of a free class system, so you're not picking your class at the start. But like for an action RPG, this amount of customization, it's unheard of. It's cool. Yeah. So I'm a fan. That's how Randomize looks. That's just a little taste of what's available. Then if you go to your next menu here, you get to enter your name and you begin. That is basically how it goes. And that's us done. All right, guys, this is pretty good. This is nice. I like what they have on offer here. I mentioned a couple of times the words simple yet satisfying, and I think that that's what this comes down to. I'm not saying that the art style is simplistic. I'm just saying it's neat and tidy and they didn't overdo it, which for pixel art is perfect. It's what you want. It's fantastic. You know? You don't need to like break the mold all the time. And from what I've seen, the world itself looks pretty awesome as well. The characters fit into it quite nicely. There's a decent amount of options here. You can definitely differentiate yourself from the friends that you're playing with or whatever. And yeah, I'm a fan. There's not much more to say about it. It's a good system. And I think that the artists that worked on this, yeah, these guys game. They know what's available in the other games, and they put a decent selection of that stuff in this game, and they threw a little touch of their own stuff in as well, their own style, and it came out quite nicely. So there you go. You can let me know what you think about it. Let me know if it works for you or doesn't work for you, if you've managed to make some nice looking characters, and if you've played the game. Yeah, I'd love to hear if you've played the game, what you think of it. You can, as always, check back here soon for more. Give this one a like and share it and do all that other good stuff. Most importantly, hey, enjoy making those characters, dudes. Happy that.